B, you will cut it right here. Reggie gave me a little miniature pana water.
Yeah, just take the small sips. Everybody, welcome back to the refill.
Welcome back. Who we brought to by, fellas? Who we brought to by?
Let Ralph do the intro, my nigga.
Today,
he's better at the
Today,
intros.
this episode is sponsored by Uphold Nutriment, the most terrene, the most natural, the most powerful roots and ingredients you could get. UpholdNutriment.com, and also, what's your joint link? DJ Ashy Knuckles? DJ
Turquoise Entertainment Suite out of Atlanta, Georgia.
DJ Scratch and Sniff out of Atlanta.
No, it's not Turquoise.
Turquoise Entertainment Suite.
Oh, okay. Turquoise Entertainment Suite by way of Georgia, right?
By way of Georgia? No, I'm not anywhere else. I'm
Link.
in Georgia. I'm stationed in Georgia.
Like, yes. Why you look like a nigga that used to drive a Dodge Neon? Like, I feel like you had a Neon before. You ever drive a Dodge?
In 96?
Damn.
No, you didn't, Link.
Nah, this nigga had a Dodge Neon. You had a Dodge Neon, Link?
Yeah, with the 10, my grandmother used to let me hold hers with the 10 cloth seats.
Matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. Speaking of cars.
And I bet you had an Altima at some point.
Nope.
No, I'm talking to Ralph.
What you trying to get?
I'm talking to Ralph. I'm
No,
talking to Ralph.
not an Altima.
You never had an Altima? Or a Corolla?
I had a Camry for a long time.
Oh, damn. That was my next guess.
I had an 88 Camry.
That was definitely my next guess.
Yeah,
that's the official Haitian car. Yeah, coming into like
my father found
the minute you jump off the plane, like they hand you keys to a Camry.
Like for some reason, Haiti
or Altima.
To Haitians, that's the most reliable car on this side of the universe.
But that's real shit though.
No, it is.
I had a Corolla and that shit just drove on hopes and dreams, my nigga.
I had an 88 Corolla. I had an 88.
Shouldn't have ran.
In 2015. No, I'm lying. 2010.
Wait, you had an 88?
Yeah, 88 Camry.
Damn,
my father found it. He bought it for some
forever.
old white lady. It had like 113K miles on it. My father's car. He said, I got you a new car. And my mother, everybody come downstairs.
I mean,
I'm
it's
like,
new to you.
I said, Joe, they got me a new. I said, I can't believe. I ain't never really do nothing like this. I go in the garage. I see this box. It looked like a box. I didn't know how to take it in. I just was like, he said, yeah, it's paid for. I said, yeah, I might know. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I mean, that nigga he blessed you.
No, he did. I had that car for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I drove up from GA here with the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look, speaking of cars, this dude Link is a fraud. Let me tell you how he's a fraudulent individual. Let me tell you. This dude is not in the cars at all. But he's sitting there like he's showing me cars like, yo, look, this shit go hard. And he's like, I'm like, this is a Saturn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
no, what?
No, he showed me. You showed me some Buick, some shit in and out.
Do they even still make Saturns?
I don't know, my nigga. But I was like, yo, Link, are you even a car guy? Like, what you talking about, bro? What the fuck you talking about? I said, you not a car nigga, because the cars you showing me is not what car niggas show. You feel me? Like niggas show you a Hellcat, niggas show you a Wrangler sitting up with 4 inches or something like that. Link showing me just shit like, I'm like, these are like rentals. But like, remember when I caught you, I was like, yo, you not a car guy. He's like, fuck you, bro. I was like, this nigga funny as hell.
Yo, Link, if you could go out and cop any car, regardless of budget, right? What would you buy?
You want to do like realistic or annual
My nigga,
income
I said
above 300,000?
I said any car, period.
Boy talking hot.
Any car.
Honestly, bro,
and stop, Link.
2022 Cadillac
let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. Let's not, because that's something we do to like, that's programming, my nigga. No, real talk. When we say, oh, be realistic, we don't know what realistic is. We don't know where you're gonna be at a couple years from now.
Boy talking
you
hot.
might be able to do that 300K,
that's
my
a
nigga.
fact, but it still is two levels. Like you can't say the Bugatti or the Bugatti that Jay-Z just purchased that was like 7 million.
Bro,
the Porsche
niggas,
911.
a good month could change your life, Link. You never know, man. I wish that shit for you.
Fair. Look, honestly, bro, like it really is 550 Benz or Maybach, something like that. Like I'm not a car dude. My shit would be like a 550 Benz Maybach Cadillac Escalade or Range Rover. Like it's really not even nothing crazy. Because after that, what you gonna, what are you doing?
And look, I'm exposing myself. Like since I'm putting you out there, it was like you gonna laugh, Reggie, but like whenever I got focused, I just cut off everything. Like, I haven't watched sports in like years. I hardly watch series unless somebody's really pressing it, or I see social media talking and I watch it. So I say that to say it was this dude I used to work at in the parking lot. He used to always like come at me about the Jets game or the Giants game. Remember that, Link? And he'll come up to me like, yo, did you see what happened? I didn't have the heart to tell him I didn't watch it. I didn't want to be like, because he just came to me just full force like, yo, that was crazy. I just went along with him. I said, yeah, that shit was wild. So I think every day for the whole season, every weekend I would come and I would have to act like I saw the game. I would try to, he's like, yo, did you see that? I said, that shit was crazy. He was like, yo, why'd he do that? I was like, that contract, it's that contract. It's some behind the scenes. Like, I would always just finesse. I was doing that. Yo, Link found that shit so hilarious, but I had to because I didn't have the heart to tell this nigga, like, I'm not watching.
What does that have to do with the cars?
Because I put Link out there about not being a car dude.
No, because he's trying to.
But you're not a car dude either.
Like manliness and manhood. He's exposing his own.
But you're not a car dude either.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How you figure that?
I'm asking, but I feel like you're not a car dude. You don't really be beasting about cars. We don't talk about whips.
I don't talk about it with you, but nah,
you're a car dude. Oh, my bad.
Like I would spend money on like. I think
that's my one vice. If I like, I don't give a fuck about cribs. That's more so like the kids and like, you know what I mean. Like I'd buy my parents and my family and everybody like mansions, and I would live in a studio and have like 50 cars outside.
That's my thing too. Like, I mean,
so what's
are you even on a Range Rover 22? Are you on that?
No,
I fuck with it. I'm a big Benz dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't mind. What's a 550 Benz? Like, I don't know.
I'm a big Mercedes dude, and low key, like because of all the avenues now, I feel like it's possible. Like I love the the Bentley coupe.
Yep.
I'm gonna cop one.
Oh yeah, that's just sexy. That's just sexy. I ain't gonna lie, that's just sexy.
In the next 2 years, I'm gonna cop one of them shit.
My 3 favorite Benz is the GT, the 63. That's my shit. The 4-door coupe one.
Yeah.
The 5. What is it?
4-door coupe. The CLA.
No.
Nah, y'all, Reggie tried to get you, bro.
The CLA is the little one.
No, the CLA is the 4-door.
No. I'm talking about the GT, the 4-door coupe.
Yeah,
that one. The 550, the S. Mm-hmm. And what else I feel like? Oh yeah, the S63, the coupe. I love that one. Either one of the two, either the coupe or the 4-door or that big body.
I mean, the only Benz I would have my eyes on now, to be honest, is the G-Wagon.
You know they stopped making those, right?
No, they didn't.
Yes, look, Google it right now.
They didn't.
They stopped production. They stopped production on the G-Wagon.
Bro, they went crazy with them shits this year. There's a 2021 G-Wagon.
Google it. Just Google it. Did they stop production on the G-Wagon?
That's the flagship SUV though that they got.
Just Google it.
All right.
Did they stop production on that?
This nigga wants to Google a lie.
No, I'm just.
No, the thing is, Link, they make so much money on that shit.
It wouldn't be conducive for them to like that's.
Just Google it. Just Google it.
It say no search results found.
No, it didn't.
It said link a lying ass bitch.
Just Google it.
Oh, Reggie.
They stopped.
I'm gonna take Reggie's pregnant pause as the truth.
Wait, they're saying something close to it. It says Mercedes-Benz says goodbye to the G-Class with limited edition models. Hold on. Mm-hmm. No, so basically they're saying that the G-Wagon will still be offered in limited offerings, like, you know, special joints. Mm-hmm. And they're basically doing what they did with the other Mercedes. So they're going to release a new truck that's like the G-Wagon, but it's going to be called something else, like how the GL became the GLS and so on and so forth. Okay. So the designation is probably going to change. But
aesthetically, they're still going to have that.
They're going to have like one of them shits. But they changed it a lot. Yeah. To be honest, like my favorite G-Wagon is probably like I want to say like a 2016, 2017. is when they started to like, I don't know, like they got too round for me.
I like the one with the newer grill with the exhaust pipes on the side. I like that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's sexy.
Besides
But either
that,
way, I mean, I'm definitely gonna cop one of this, bro.
look, I'm not gonna try to compare Wrangler to Jeep, but I think once you have like a box SUV, you just kind of not off it no more. Like after the Wrangler,
I mean,
I
it's I mean, I fuck with the Wrangler, but I don't know. Like, I think it's. I mean, that's like saying one sports car, like every sports car. I think it's different.
Of course. Well, I do low key like my dream car is a GT, the Bentley GT,
Because I remember
or the 911.
I took a friend of mine's car because like she couldn't like take it to the mechanic, so I got in her car and I drove it to the mechanic for her. So I got to the mechanic and I was like, "Yo, there's something off about this shit. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong with the car." So he checked it top to bottom and he was just like, "There's nothing wrong with it." I was like, "Bro, I've driven it. Like the shit just feels different. It don't feel right. There's something wrong with the car." So he checked it again and like we left it there for like a couple of days. I came back to pick it up and when I pulled up, he was like, "Now I know what's wrong with the car." I said, "What?" Nigga was like, "You drive a Mercedes. Like you're thinking it should drive the same way, but it's not the same thing."
What kind of car was she had?
It was I want to say it was an older truck. I want to say it's an Equinox or some shit.
Oh yeah. Other than that, what's going on in the news? Like I know you're a current event guy. What's going on?
Bro, first of all, the Travis Scott concert. How y'all feel about that?
I was there.
You were there?
Did you get trampled?
No, I'm sitting right here, obviously. So no.
Did you get stuck with any drugs?
No,
you could have got trampled and survived though.
I didn't get trampled. I got caught in the no bullshit. I got caught in the crowd.
B, did you get
Why didn't you lead with that, Reg? What the fuck? This motherfucker was at the. This shit is all over the news. Yeah. He didn't lead with that. Like,
I thought y'all niggas knew I was there.
No, it's talking about like that you got stuck in the crowd.
No, okay. Basically, what happened was I was in VIP, right? So I'm walking through the VIP press lane, and like people, I guess they were just stuck and they couldn't make it through the crowd. It was like maybe, and this was early in the day when it was maybe only 25,000 people in the audience or the crowd or whatever, and people were hopping the barricade into the press and VIP area because they're like, there's nowhere to go. They're freaking out. They're trapped. Wow. So they're just hopping over the fence. They're throwing up. Like niggas were wilding. So imagine being caught like in the middle of like maybe 100, 200 people.
Yo, y'all might look at me like I'm corny, but I was never a fan of big crowds. Like I don't like concerts just for that reason.
But I wasn't there for like recreational shit though.
No, I didn't say you.
Nah, I was
just making a general statement. Like I just don't like it.
Like I love live basketball games. Like I love live sporting events, but just getting in and out of the parking lot, I just fucking hate it, bro. I despise it.
But for everybody who's like, "Oh, I would have did this," like my nigga, I was caught between like maybe 200 people, and I couldn't move shit.
You can't fight the herd. You
cannot. And it was only 200 people. Imagine 50,000 people rushing a state. My nigga, you ride the wave. Like there's nothing you could do.
Like any football game, fights I went to, even movie theater, you can ask Mag. Soon as like I know the credits about to come, I walk out first. And I've been like that for years.
What's crazy is when everything went down, me and my other business partner, we were safely in the VIP area. B was actually still on the ground, like in the press pit where like shooting shit. Like if something was gonna happen, B would have got trampled.
You know, people probably got raped too.
I don't think there was any rape. I think you added a little something. You added some spice to it, my nigga.
I'm trying to say
sensationalizing the whole thing. None of that happened.
What I'm trying to say is, I meant to say,
straight to sexual assault, bro. I want to live out his fantasies at a concert. Jesus Christ. You a wild
man. You an animal, my nigga.
Listen, my nigga.
There are victims, man.
I'm gonna need for y'all to slow down and listen. I'm sure people got sexually assaulted though. What? Not like full rape. I'm talking about like what's that called? The G word. Groped.
My nigga. All that people got groped by accident. There was nowhere to move. My nigga. There was nowhere to move. It's 50,000 people. If everybody take a step this way, you taking a step that way too.
I think I was in Manhattan with Link and we was in like in a little crowd, like a little miniature crowd like that. Link was just farting. He just kept.
Oh,
flying.
I do that.
Yeah,
And lines
it's
just
called.
walk past. No.
My white friend taught me that's called crop dust. B. That's
Yeah,
a good.
it is.
Bro, I used to when I first moved to New York, I used to love that on the subway when you used to have to be nuts to butt on a total fucking stranger.
So you a crop dust on people?
No, I said being nuts to butt with a complete stranger, and then the train be stopping and you have to thrust your hips like the train make you pump a bitch in the ass.
That wasn't creepy at all.
You're a sexual predator, man. Bro, you just admitted to being a sexual predator on the podcast.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I said that if I say the train makes you do it, that's not admitting to nothing.
No,
Link,
that's
that
something
was-
you got off on it.
I
You
must
sick
say,
No,
motherfucker.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I wasn't used to riding the Iron Dragon.
Word. I mean, I understand you're coming from like a land of scarcity, but
You heard what
still,
he called it
there's no
though?
excuse.
He called it the Iron Dragon. I'm not used to riding the Iron Dragon.
That's crazy.
Link has a bunker somewhere. He got some people locked away down there. Grown ass people too.
Rough, man. So you ain't never been on the path or the train holding on to the bar. It got crowded during rush hour.
And what's crazy, I could imagine
random young lady, and when the train stopped,
imagine the train car completely empty and Link just standing behind a lady. The car is empty, and it's like, my nigga, there's mad space, and he just standing behind her. You're a fucking animal, bro.
And if you look down on his phone, he's playing on YouTube the movie with Tom Cruise when he's fucking on the train. I told the girl I love this scene.
Risky business?
Yeah, risky business.
Uh-huh.
Risky business.
Link is a risky nigga.
Yo, ever since Reggie got sponsored by this company, I believe he's been real regal.
I'm not sponsored by them. It's just the best water you could buy.
You have this regal disposition. Which
it's the best water you could buy, my nigga.
The best water you can
What's the name of the water?
Pana.
It's Aquapana, my nigga.
Aquapana.
It's great water. Yeah.
Aquapana.
What y'all niggas drinking? Aquafina?
Nah, I drink Body Armor.
You drink what?
Smart water.
Like, I know you're piss.
You drink body water.
Body armor.
Oh, I was about to be like, we gotta stop talking to this nigga.
Like piss look like honey. I'm not drink no water.
Body armor.
Like piss smell like sugar.
This nigga said my piss smell like sugar, bro. You a fool,
What does
bro.
sugar smell like?
That's some old like expression. Somebody got diabetes. That boy got that sugary piss. What else is going on out there, Link?
Not much, man. Not much in this world, man.
Heartbreaks and 808s.
Did anybody heartbreaks and 808s? Yeah, that's a fact.
Y'all saw Kanye on Drink Champs?
I watched it. What you think?
Snippets.
I mean, I still think he's a genius, but the nigga's kind of cornball to me.
I didn't get cornball from that. And I've gotten corny and psychotic and crazy from him before, but that one I didn't even get cornball. So I'm interested to hear what man.
I mean, I'm talking specifically. There's some brilliant shit he said, but it's just like the shit I didn't like kind of overshadowed all the shit I liked.
What didn't you like?
Like
one thing.
Shitting on your mans in them is just like kind of corny. Like
Just
I understand.
Blaze?
Yeah, the Just Blaze thing, like it was just distasteful. It's kind of like it's like, bro, you won. How petty do you have to be where you're a billionaire and you're still like fucking.
I mean, I think it might be two type of men in this world: men that win silently and don't, they write a list but they don't check it twice once they make it, and men that just remind everybody, how they were treated and what was said to them on their way up and how they were overlooked.
But Kanye shits on everybody regardless. Like the nigga shit on Big Sean, the nigga shit on Virgil. He
didn't shit on but that's not everybody though.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, you shit on Big Sean most likely because he left the label, but you should want niggas to grow. You shit on Virgil because apparently he's in your eyes doing better fashion wise. But like, I mean, bro, you're a billionaire.
But he's not though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a billionaire off your fashion brand. Do you need the title of most like talented designer on top of that? Like, bro, like how much more do you want? Like how much more does it take to feed this like massive ego of yours.
Bro, you got to realize what type. And Ralph, you can speak to this. Ralph, you have to realize, and maybe I think Reg, you can too from your analogy when you used to work at the tech big box store, right? So I'm gonna bring it back around. So you talking about a person who dedicated summers during their adolescence and maturation years. They had the foresight to dedicate summers to one thing, and that was creating beats. They lost friends. They didn't get no pussy. They weren't the best dressed. Weren't the best handsome. Then they had to go and beg for people to listen to something that they thought was good, a piece of their art, they baby, and had to go through all their rejection. Then they finally make it. How can you not have a chip on your shoulder? And I say that from when you and your manager had an agreement to kind of let you go / get fired, but you was working your business on the side while working for the big box.
But
Ralph, you spent the whole summer making beats one time. You can kind of understand until you got good. Your shit was trash.
But
and then
we're
you got
talking
good.
about talking about you shitting on. Okay, that's for example, if one of y'all go on and y'all do a pod outside of this and the pod blows up, right? My nigga, I'm being supportive. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck that guy, this and that, and like, I feel like I deserve.
But what you thought?
What about it?
No, I'm saying what you thought about that. Nah, fuck with you guys.
Like it. Why wouldn't you want because you put these niggas on in the first place? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you want them to succeed? Wasn't that the point of you putting them on?
Yeah, but that's like one of us going to create another pod that blow up and talk shit about this pod, call it like a Chitlin Circuit pod and stuff like that. Like
Chitlin Circuit is hilarious.
But look, I'm kind of
like, why would you know what I mean? That's different.
I'm kind of with you, Link, but I feel like as far as like you said, kicking people while you on the way up, I think that really is like an individual like character type of thing. Because I don't believe Reggie. Well, I can't speak for him. I don't believe I would just be because I'm here because of the the grind I had to put in. I got to mention. I got to shit on everybody right now, like publicly too. You feel me? Maybe in person. You know me, like I'll pull on your coattail for real, tap on your shoulders, like yo, you was out of remember that time? Yeah, you was out of pocket. What's up now? You know what I'm saying?
But that's
I don't
private.
I don't think I'll get on live and just try to just express all these like.
I mean, but if you're asking
if you with that, because I think that shit's corny. If you talking spicy on the interview, and then apparently you chilling with this nigga after you didn't say nothing, or you apologizing to niggas behind the scene, but you real boisterous in front of a mic, bro, you're a cornball.
I give you this, Link. I would agree with you if he doesn't apologize. He's gonna apologize publicly. If he,
he's already apologized to Soulja.
But it doesn't. It doesn't. Well, he apologized privately to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy just put it out. Mm-hmm. I don't think the apologies mean anything when there's no changed behavior. Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna go off and do some fuck shit. Like the nigga doesn't. He's a genius, but that doesn't excuse trash behavior. When he's wrong,
I don't see how
when
saying
he's right,
how you really
when
feel
he's right,
is just trash behavior. Damn, I can't say another producer is a copycat.
Okay, you could say how you feel, but at the same time, there has to be. I said this before, like, if you're going to go on a podcast and you don't want to be challenged, go on Drink Champs. Mm-hmm. Nothing against Nori, but it's a feel-good podcast. They're not there to be, like, 60 minutes. They're not going to interrogate you. Mm. They're gonna let
but that's what made it so entertaining.
Exactly.
That's what made him open up, because it's Joe Rogan podcast was boring as shit.
Yeah, but that's because Joe Rogan is going to take you to task. He's going to ask you questions. He's going to be like, what did you mean by that? Yeah, you're like, so really? Now you're like, I made a random statement and I pulled it out of my ass, but now I have to like elaborate. Nah, I didn't count on that.
All right, let me play devil's advocate here. Do you feel like Just Blaze was a copycat? Almost nobody agrees with that but him.
No, I don't feel like that. But I don't know who had the stronger skill set.
Did you hear what Hov say? Did you
Blueprint album?
Did you hear Hov's response to that? He was like, he felt like that's an unfair statement. He was like, we worked on a cohesive body of work. That was
everybody was asked to bring soul samples, and they followed the assignment. So you can't say that he completely copied off of you.
I respect his opinion, right? Well, not his statement, but I respect his opinion. But I almost heard nobody said that it seems like Just Blaze copied off Kanye. I've never even. I was an aspiring producer. I've never once said to myself he sounded like Kanye West. I've never said that.
Well, I mean, now,
And then
okay, I'm glad you said that
it's
because
ironic because
listen.
I was gonna say it's ironic because Kanye's been inspired by so many people to call him a copycat. Also, when you're sampling other people's work, is like
It's like the kettle calling up.
Now it is a very, very, very good call out, bro. That was a really strong point.
The pot calling the kettle black. Like, it's like, what we
That
talking
was a
about?
very strong point. I will. I mean, we could move on really after that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just want to
Nah,
tie.
he talked about mad shit though.
Yeah. But look, I just want to go to Lank's statement. I want to say Lank's statement. Lank, it's I don't want you because you're saying it like what's so bad about expressing your opinions and your true thoughts out loud. But the thing is, like when you in a certain position and there are other people in the room, quote unquote, mean public platform, you gotta couth. You gotta be a little bit couth.
No, it's an entertainment podcast. Bro, you go in there and you give the people what
But
they want and you
he's
tell
not
the
a
truth. Like, how many times do
podcaster.
we complain? Like, Ralph, you've heard me for years saying I cannot watch a Rick Ross interview because he keep it real authentic.
Yeah.
Not even remotely authentic, but you have a guy who's been called crazy, who's had to deal with all type of controversy, who kept it authentic and said how he really feel. Why is he being admonished for that? You know what I mean?
He's not
it's,
being
it's his
admonished for
opinion. So
keeping
what?
it-
He got 9 billion.
He's not admonished.
Hold on. Why don't nobody say nothing about Elon Musk when he be talking trash to Jeff Bezos?
Well, check
Like,
this out.
how come Elon Musk can do it, but Kanye West can't?
Let me
But
draw the line in the
Elon
sand,
Musk
though.
wasn't
I'm not
being
saying
tagged.
I didn't like what he said. I'm just saying that I felt like it wasn't the best place. Reggie's saying he wasn't. I'm not saying I didn't like what he said.
But you have Elon Musk talking shit on Twitter to Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos. Why can't Kanye West talking shit?
But it's different because he's talking.
Because he's white and Kanye's black. I get it, Reggie.
Nah, not really.
That's self-hatred,
All right.
man. It's systematic racism, bro. And
All right.
Dramatic.
All right. Anyways, like I was saying, Elon Musk is talking to his peers and competitors. Like, if I'm talking spicy to someone who's running a company similar to mine, we're both billionaires.
But Just Blaze is
not-
Kanye's contemporary, though.
Absolutely.
Nah.
Why?
Absolutely.
In the producer realm, yeah.
Absolutely.
Is he as talented? Yes.
No.
Yes.
You can't do that. We
Wait,
said
let
contemporary.
me finish. Is he as talented? Yes, it's subjective, but we'll say yes. Is he as successful? Come on.
So you're saying he's not on his level? That's
Not
why
really.
No.
That's why he could just.
Not really. No, I'm not saying he could just.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, no one's worried about, like, you know what I mean? That's like if someone had a beef. It's like if fucking I don't know, whoever's down on his luck right now, like shoulder bump Kanye like when he first started, and Kanye went on a rant about him. It's like, my nigga, he's done. Like, why do you? Not saying Just Blaze is finished, but like you're in a different stratosphere and you run a brand that feeds like how many families? Like, do you really need to lower yourself and shit on people for no reason? I understand why he was upset at you see I didn't mention John Legend. I understand why you're upset with John Legend.
What happened
John,
with that? I ain't
John
really watched the
Legend
interview.
came out against Kanye running for president.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said
Kanye
Big
came
Sean
out.
did the same thing, though.
But I don't think Big Sean did, because I remember Big Sean like bigging him up for running for president several times. But I don't know. Maybe he did.
So let me ask you this, Reggie. You don't have a shit on you list? A shit on you sniper list?
Nah. Cause I'm like, if there's someone I want to shit on, like, just like I'm going to shit on you by loving life and being successful. You
Nah,
gonna?
man. I got a shit on you,
Nah.
bro. It's
Everybody
short.
has a
Nah, I don't
list.
have
No,
a
no, no,
moment.
no,
It's
no.
short.
There's not. I'm not saying there's not people who in the past I've been like, I want them to see me doing better.
That's a shit on you.
Wait, but I'm not going to publicly admonish those people. I'm going to basically just do the best I can, and you're going to see me doing better than
But
you.
you still have the list, though. That's what we're talking about.
It's not a list. It's just people. I'm like, all right.
It is a
bet.
list because you are right now as you
How
talk,
you gonna
you are
ask me a
thinking of
question?
a few people.
Nah, you're not letting me finish. I'm not thinking of a few people. There are people in the past that I've looked at and I've I've used them to hype me up, if that makes sense.
Semantics.
That's a shit on you list.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's semantics.
No, it's not,
B,
because
would you say that's a shit on you list?
Come on, thank you. I'm good.
Huh? Could be. Yeah.
no. What I'm saying is, some of the people may not even have an issue with me. What I'm saying is on some like, you ever watch The Last Dance?
With the black dude and the white girl.
The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, the documentary.
Oh yeah.
I ain't see that yet. You've been telling me.
Not Save the Last Dance, you fucking weirdo. You can't see this nigga, but he wearing a Von Dutch hat. He different right now. Like, this nigga different right now.
Please don't tell me he wearing a Von Dutch.
This nigga's wearing a yellow
So
Von
you
Dutch hat.
telling me
He
you ain't
different
watched
right
Save
now.
the Last Dance? That was Kerry.
My nigga.
What was the white Kerry Washington?
Nah, it wasn't
That was
Kerry
my.
Washington.
Yes, it
my
was
nigga.
Kerry Washington.
Oh shit, Kerry Washington was in that.
That was
movie.
the first time ever
You're
I was
right.
in love with that
Word.
girl. So that's why I love
Word.
the movie.
And you also love
No,
the
I
dancing.
should have cheated on my wife. Was the first time I fell in love with Kerry Washington.
Word
She
up.
was so bad.
Word up. See, we agree on something, Link. She was on it in that movie. That shit was
So
crazy.
bad.
Anyway,
She beautiful, yo.
in Save the Last Dance, Michael Jordan, to hype himself up and motivate himself, would sometimes manipulate stories in his head.
Yeah. I
So
do that,
even
yeah.
Right.
like even if someone didn't do something to me, I would hype it up like, yo, this nigga think I'm pussy. All right, bet. Yeah, basically like, all right, bet.
All right, I'm gonna shoot you
Yeah,
some
man.
bill. Using the Michael Jordan analogy, like he had one of the most indecorous, poor taste MVP speech, inductee speeches of all time because he named every single person from middle school that he wanted to embarrass and shit on. Now, everybody agrees that his speech was poor taste. I just didn't feel that about Kanye because he was able to name specifics.
Kanye wasn't specific.
Yes, he did. He was specific about Big Sean.
He
was
said
specific about John
signing,
Legend. Talib
signing Big
Kweli.
Sean was the worst thing he ever did because what? Because Big Sean didn't agree he should run for
Because
president.
because he was used by the Democrats as a puppet. He felt, and he said,
But-
"I changed your life and your
but-
mother's life."
Yeah, you did change his life. Agreed 110%. You are upset that people are basically coming out against you for your political viewpoint while you attack other people for their political viewpoints.
Now watch this. Watch this. I'm about to crack your muffin, Ralph.
Wow.
When somebody,
Wow. Wow.
Ralph,
Heard you.
Ralph, remember,
Wowzers.
Ralph, when I first moved down here, and one of our viewers had said something about Reg, and I had liked and laughed at that comment because it was funny. Did you not call me on the side and check me?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I shouldn't even laugh at no joke against the game.
Oh yeah.
Like even if I just thought it was a good joke or funny, but because they made a
What was the
disparaging
joke?
comment about you, Ralph called me on the side and checked me like, yo, you can't do that. Like we gang, you can't do that.
I vaguely kind of remember that. Yeah. I can't
Oh,
remember what
that's
it was
dope.
said. I'm kind of.
Yeah, and I
I'm kinda solid,
said,
Reggie.
okay,
No,
You
you a
right.
solid nigga.
No, fucking with you.
The Von Dutch is the first questionable thing, to be honest, in years of friendship.
Hey man, talk to me nice.
yeah. Ralph called me up and was like, man, it don't matter. They talking about gang,
Yeah.
so you can't even laugh at that. You don't say nothing at all. Or you gonna say
But
something?
I
against it.
agree. Big Sean should have never publicly said anything. John Legend should have never.
Right. So how is Kanye in the
Okay,
wrong?
but I didn't mention Big Sean I didn't mention John Legend. I didn't hear Big Sean say anything about his presidential run, so I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you coming out and saying, because I feel like the timing is funny. As soon as the nigga's released from good music, now all of a sudden you hate his guts. And to me,
Alright, that's a fair point.
it feels like all of your friends that are doing well now, because they may be doing well, and the conversation may not be about you. You don't like it. You don't like a nigga like Drake because he makes you feel like maybe you're not the best thing out.
But Lane, let me be clear. The shit was entertaining. Honestly, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it if he
Of
didn't
course.
do it. I welcome that type of shit, but I can't have my opinion. Like, it's similar to what Kodak Black said about Laura London. He was like, yo, that bitch bad. I'm gonna let her cry for a few days. I'm gonna get some shit like that.
That was OD.
That's what I'm saying. So I said that to
No,
say.
it wasn't.
So I said, no, please,
That
look,
was
I'm not going
OD,
down that
like-
rabbit hole.
right.
No,
Nah,
To this
I had
day,
this
me and
argument.
Ralph fell out for 5 days over that. I still don't think so.
all right.
He swear I fell out. I was mad
Yeah,
for like a couple hours,
yeah.
but I got over it. I was like,
Nah, you ain't
chill.
called me. We ain't talked to each other for like 3 or 4 days, bro.
You always say that, man. You didn't call
It's the
me.
truth.
You
It's the
didn't call.
truth, bro. You got mad
Why didn't you call me?
because you was mad.
How you know I was
And I
mad?
just
How you know I was mad? Still mad.
because you put hella exclamation marks, like you
I
put
put
hella
hella
fist,
exclamation
and
marks.
you said something about my dead grandmother.
Shut up, man.
You said, what if a rapper said that about your dead grandmother? Or Dizzy Gillespie said that about your grandmother? Do you remember saying that shit?
The point is, it was a convo that nobody should have heard. That's what it is. So what I'm saying is, Kanye was like venting and ranting. And
Exactly.
It shouldn't have, we just heard because he could feel like how he could feel. He could feel like how he want to feel. It's just that, damn, we all heard it. But it's entertaining. I fuck with it. I saw the clips. I didn't watch it yet because I feel like it's just too long. But the clips I saw was funny as hell. And another thing too, I felt like that beanie, like he owed Beanie money. I feel like that was like a little reach to me, a little. Like
I don't
Because
think it's
Beanie
a.
gave him the name Yeezy.
I don't think it's a reach. I think it's a gracious thing to do, but then to turn around and have Beanie like, nah,
mil.
I want 50 mil.
Is that what he said?
I
I
want
want
5%. A yeet.
Yeah,
It's like,
that was weird.
it's like,
That was
my nigga,
weird.
shit skinny. Just take a couple of mil. You should be happy. If Beanie gets like 5 mil, he should be happy.
$5 million though? You think he might get that much?
I mean, if the brand's worth $1 billion, I'm sure Kanye come check for 5 mil. He's up. He's like way up.
Yeah.
For the name,
Yeah,
like
I think Kanye was just talking, though.
and
That's
then but your lawyers, and then low
key.
key, I feel like Kanye's lawyers might hit him up on some shit. It was like, well, you did publicly say that he's responsible for it, so maybe give him like 5-10 mil and have him sign a paper that says there's gonna be no litigation or no bullshit and blah blah blah, and just have him go away.
He definitely got.
I mean,
Bro, but there was no paperwork on him giving him the name Yeezy.
But he said it publicly.
Yeah, but that's a respect pay.
I understand,
that's a respect thing.
But once you say it publicly, Beans could take and use that as evidence in court.
I believe that's true.
Not for 5 to 10 mil though.
Yeah, for $1 billion brand that you're responsible for the idea of the name. Lawyers will make anything stretch. At the end of the day, litigation sometimes isn't even about whether you're wrong or right. It's about how much money it's going to cost you. A brand might settle with you just because they're like, nigga, hiring lawyers might cost me 100 bands. So I'm gonna just throw you 20 just to save money.
That's true.
Man, I think like I honestly Kanye West was trying to do the honorable thing.
I understand.
Like almost.
And Beans might take advantage now. Sometimes like the nigga had diarrhea of the mouth. He was just talking.
That's what I was saying. Like he was just ranting. Motherfucker was
Bro, I've seen. Bro,
Are you coughing up a hairball? What the fuck was that?
Like, I guess I ate the meat and spit out the bones because he said, but okay, so we can move on. We can move on. I'm not trying to move people on, but let me just say this.
This nigga B said you have pubic hair, my nigga.
You say what now?
B said you coughing up pubic hair.
Oh, he said I'm cocksucking? Wow.
Nah, he said pubic hair. Women have pubic hair too. What's wrong with you? You've been down in Atlanta too long.
We talk
Nah. Women have pubic hair too. You automatically went to dick sucking. You a wild boy.
You gotta give.
Nah.
If we gonna do the
women also have pubic hair.
That's fine. I'm cool with it.
All right.
But check it. We're still, regardless of like whether you want to put a label on him or not, questioning his mental health, we still are looking at a person that is worth accumulatively $9 billion from various ventures.
He's a
when
genius.
A person like that
110%.
talks, some things are worth listening to. That's why I didn't take it really as that.
100%. And there was some things that he said there that had value and that I felt like were dope. But a lot of shit is going to be overshadowed by the bullshit. Link, if I go and I cook a girl a fucking 10-course meal and I buy her flowers, I do all the good things I could do, right? And she go upstairs to the bedroom and there's another bitch panties on the bed. My nigga, everything I just did good is overshadowed by that pair of drawers on the bed. That's not the conversation no more. I can't be like, damn, but what about the meal? Like it's over. Like a bad thing can overshadow mad good shit that you did. Like I mean that's just a fact.
Look, switching.
I'm sure at some point in his life, R. Kelly did a good deed, but niggas ain't really talking about that shit right now.
And Link, what's up? I'm gonna switch gears hard. Pause. What's up with Brittany bundles with your Godfather, the Kevin Samuels guy? What's going on?
I think I think it's who's Kevin Samuels?
Okay, Kevin. We said who's Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, is that the dude? That's the one he. That's the one dude who be roasting like women and stuff, like mothers and the black dude on YouTube.
I don't understand why you playing games. Like, what we doing here?
I don't know. Tell me who he is.
What is this exchange? Can we? Is somebody in the background? Like, I don't like. If you got a gun to your head, if you got a gun to your head,
is that the nigga who disrespecting black women, bro?
Man, he must got somebody around who like
this nigga Link. Fucking Kevin Samuels got his foot on his neck right now.
On God. Like, hey, if somebody got a gun in your head, just tap on the receiver twice or something. I don't know.
Oh no, okay. I seen that. I don't know nothing about it. I heard that's just a look. You know what I mean? That's just a look. They you know what I mean? It's it's no robbery or fair exchange. Like she has internet notoriety. He has internet fame. It's a little bit different because she's been doing it longer than him, and maybe they can scratch each other's back. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right, so you feel like they're just doing it for the camera, more or less.
Yeah, and why not? Like when you get to that point, like I think one of y'all said it earlier, it's entertainment, or even Kanye said it, it's professional rap at this point. Yeah. Like nobody's gonna do anything to the other person. Like if we can be mutually beneficial towards one another, why not? You don't agree with me, I don't agree with you being a whore, you don't agree with me with my certain views on single mothers or women that are after a certain age not being married, but you popping, I'm popping, let's pop together, you know? I ain't really, that's what I heard.
That's a good collab though. You got the Godfather, just that whole, he speak against, pretty much she's like the arch nemesis or the contrast to everything that he preaches.
Very good call out.
You know, so it'll
be very good call out. I think yes. Good observation.
So let's just see how it play out, and I think we're gonna wrap it up here, man.
Yeah.
And we got some time. That shit, B.
All right,
man.
Guys.
Catch you on the next refill.
All right, you fellas, be smooth.
All right,
Peace.